Konnichiwa, KPB here, and today we are in Kyoto. We travelled here from Osaka, not the easiest. Here's a little glimpse of that fun. One quick word about the about the Japanese metro / subway system. You will get lost. I'm sorry, there's no getting away from it. I don't know if it's to do with the translation between Japanese and English. You will feel like you have entered Alice in Wonderland's maze because you'll have arrows pointing in different directions for the same place. Today we're going to Kyoto, as you'll now know. We had our route sussed. We knew the stations we needed to get to. But getting to it, that's the issue. If you do have to stop to figure yourself out, don't do it at the bottom of a staircase or an escalator. Right, we sorted?
Kyoto is about a 45-minute train trip overground from Osaka. Did you know it used to be the capital of Japan? You'll be pleased to know that our trusty Suica cards work on the overground trains too.
Now, if you're only in a city for a day or two, we are rather partial to a hop-on, hop-off sightseeing bus. It gives you a good opportunity to understand the layout of where you are. It covers you for public transport and it will take you to all the tourist highlights. Win-win. So that's what we're going to do to explore a bit of Kyoto today. If, like us, you fancy doing a city tour on the bus, take the central exit from Kyoto Station and head left. It's pretty simple actually, straight there, 3,500 yen for the day. That works out at about £19, give or take. That's based on May 2023 rates.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everything's done by QR code. That will do it off your phone if you haven't got a printer. Ooh, free headphones? Yes, please. Here's a sneaky tip if you want to hop on, hop off bus, and assuming you can't get the seats at the very front, which are obviously the best, sit in the seats alongside the stairs on the roof. That way you'll get an unobstructed view to your left. The tours are translated into 6 different languages, and in between the interesting stuff, there's music. The bus routes around Kyoto, taking a number of the obvious sites, the temples and the shrines. There's also some shopping destinations and the Gion district. This is where you'll find, if you're very lucky, some geishas.
Kinkaku-Ji Temple. Sounds ominous.
What, one way, no return?
Yeah.
You die at the end.
What a lovely ticket.
Check out this golden beauty. The Kinkaku-Ji Temple, also known as the Golden Pavilion, is covered in gold leaf up on the top 2 floors. It is very picturesque.
And if you can take some photos around the tourists, you'll get some nice ones. The Kinkaku-Ji Temple was formerly a palace, built in the 1300s, and used to be a meeting point for emperors and ambassadors. It was turned into a temple after the owner died as per his wishes. There's not much you can do with the 1 yen coin, so if it's a possibility of getting more luck, You might as well throw it in the good luck talisman pot and see what comes out of it for you. You got 3 coins in.
Yes.
Are we assuming 3 years good luck?
I'm assuming you get a big prize at the end.
Ah, like one of those grabby machines.
Yep, I'm going to get a massive Kirby or Pikachu at the end.
It's easy to get swept along in the tide of tourism. But you take as long as you need if you find a spot like this. Even here, you've got the inevitable shops.
Incense is used extensively in Buddhist temples in Japan. Usually they are burning sandalwood or agar wood. They've done it since about the 6th century, and it's used to purify the surroundings and the like.
A live test taste of royal milk tea.
Where did Emma go? Where did you go? Oh no, I didn't.
Oh no.
Not nice?
That's like curdled custard. Cold tea. Not hot tea. And that is the temple done. What's next on the bus tour, I wonder? Here's an example of what we have to listen to. It gets quite samey after a few hours. Turns out Kyoto has a lot of back streets. The seats are comfy.
Torri gates like this are a traditional Japanese gate that is used to symbolically mark the transition from the mundane to the sacred. I don't know if the bigger it is, the more sacred it is, or the bigger it is, the more mundane it is, but it's impressive nonetheless.
This is the Gion district, home of the elusive geishas, apparently. Keep your eyes peeled, although oftentimes they only come out after dark.
Gion is filled with lots of traditional shops and entertainment, and you'll see a lot of locals wearing more traditional clothing when you're here.
Would you say everything feels a little bit more traditional?
Yes.
And ancient. Yet they still have some shit shops. Oh, there's a shop.
We're getting the sense that a lot of people are hiring traditional outfits purely for photo shoots, just for the day. Maybe it's just for the Instagram.
We have a challenge.
We do have a challenge.
In that all of the dining establishments are traditional, which require kneeling.
They kind of like kneel down and then like sit on their feet kind of thing. So
And
like,
one of our party has effed up knees.
2 of our party, well 3 of our party.
Quite a few of our party have effed up knees. So we are trying to find somewhere traditional that's not too traditional, but
So
that
we
isn't
can
a KFC
sit-
or a McDonald's.
Yeah, so we can kind of sit down at a table but kind of has some traditional cuisine.
Yeah, but not too traditional,
Not
because
too
I don't
traditional.
like my ramen cooked in fish oil either.
I didn't either. You gotta keep an open mind.
You do, and I'm very much a fan of local traditional fare, but at the same time,
They're not very.
I also don't want to vomit.
They don't really specify if something has fish in it or not, or certain allergens and all that. So
Allergens don't exist over here.
Apparently at some points you can cross this river via stepping stones, if you're brave.
Coffee, Nana, fuck you. Food hall.
You can have your egg osu curry.
that sounds good.
Onion soup.
It's soup that comes with everyone's dishes apart from
Just
my
drink it.
son's.
Without the gaggy cheese.
Gaggy chip. What about this? I missed the whole
Onion
conversation.
That's
When you
not
get
for now.
Philippine soup in France,
Merry Christmas.
Oh no, I like that. That's good.
you get that.
So what have you chosen for your main food?
I'm having like a beef stew with some chips.
Big
Japan.
melted cheese.
I am having cheeseburger and rice omelette in a curry sauce. That colour always makes me think meat.
It's like ham, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's like a pickle.
It's a dill pickle.
Yeah.
And what are you eating?
Beef curry in an omelette.
Cheeseburger, omelette, rice, curry.
Like the barbecue sauce.
That is entirely edible. I'm stuffed.
Oh no.
If you've ever seen the film Memoirs of a Geisha, a lot of it was filmed in this area and around the Shirakawa River. This smaller, little, more picturesque river. I suspect all of this really comes alive in the evening.
There's lots of signs up around here basically saying if you see geishas, leave them alone. Don't take the mickey, don't harass them. So you can kind of understand why they wouldn't come out in public. Sounds like they get a bit of hassle. There's lots of people in traditional dress though, but not the full-on garb.
Right, where to next?
I think we have unexpectedly stumbled into a street market. They are celebrating their dead through food. That is a good thing.
And then you get to walk it all off in this picturesque lane. Gion is lovely and beautiful and traditional, but it only really comes alive at night, I'm sensing. If you can time your visits to hit the streets in the evening, it probably does it more justice.
Back to Kyoto station after a thoroughly enjoyable sightseeing bus. Though I have to say the bits between the landmarks were kind of dull and grey. But I guess that's why they're not landmarks. We are going to head back to our base in Osaka.
Which means another long trip back on the trains. That's going to be where we leave it, I think. Come back next time and we will be investigating Itsukashima Shrine with its 1,000 torii gates and the bamboo groves. See you next time. Like, follow and subscribe. I've been KPB. You've been amazing.